Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Calvin Ridley, 61 yards. And the Rams need just... 1st and 10, it's Levis. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Here we go, 4th down to Levis. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Levis, he's across midfield. From Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
For the guys playing defense, this has been a really long drive, and physically, that's awfully taxing. But I think the hardest part is mentally. What do you do?
Levis now off of play action. Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. And now the Rams have got it. Taking it right down Broadway. And they are going to score on the final. No question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson.
Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Here's Levis. Screenplay, Johnson. Behind the line, 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. Short throw. It's Higbee. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This 2nd and 4. Levis out of the shotgun now. He'll check this down to Johnson.
Bounce when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Levis throwing for it on 4th. That one caught by Rice. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it.
Score back here before halftime. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chris for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
And their rhythm possibly changing just a little here. You get the touchdown your previous drive, then you force a punt, and now this is a good positive play here to start this drive. And you can just sense the tide starting to turn here in a 1-score game.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the now 40-year-old veteran ready to go. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
7 yards there and a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll roll him out right. And he just
completion.
Back to the air on second down. Levis flush to his right. That's complete to Ward. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Chris Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have taken the lead here in this third drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Second down and 6 now. They go play action with Burrow. Open man downfield is Rice. And he will finally...
Protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run the quick dive with Allstott. They go again with Allstott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Allstott.
Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Mike Allstott punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams have retaken a third-quarter lead. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It's certainly
a leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Levis back to throw. Flushed out right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Will Anderson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Being chased out left. And an off-balance coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Levis. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it. Tried to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think
now Burrow loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Levis to throw it.
A short throw caught by Andrews.
Defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Johnson will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team.
Throwing, Burrow.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Here comes 2nd down. Burrow.
And he'll be...
Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
To throw, Burrow.
And that will be
one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. Dumping it off.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to...